Boeing 16 X-ray paint tower. Boeing 16 X-ray from Nova, trying to issue traffic earlier, but no factor now. They're passing ahead and to your left 1 mile, altitude case 2,400. Thank you. Helicopter 858 Whiskey paint tower proceeding inbound. Report the east side on site. Boeing 001 heavy wind 160 at 18, gust 28. Boeing 434 heavy left turn up 6, contact ground 18. Helicopter Helicopter 18 Whiskey, would you like a straight in runway 16 left or direct east high downs, current wind 170 at 18, gust 30.
Go straight in 16.
Helicopter 18 Whiskey, roger, make straight in runway 16 left.
Straight in 16 left, 1 Whiskey.
Helicopter 18 Whiskey, runway 16 left, clear to land, wind 180 at 22, gust 30.
16 left, clear to land, 1 Whiskey.
Boeing 001 Heavy, negative, sir. Wind 170 at 21, gust of 30. Helicopter 350, Whiskey, Paint Tower. Helicopter 0, Whiskey, Roger, standby for vehicle on Bravo. Boeing 001 Heavy, Paint Tower. Boeing 001 Heavy, Roger, standby. Helicopter 0, Whiskey, did you want to be down by the Alpha 9 intersection when the Boeing begins their taxi or while they're taxiing? Helicopter 0, Whiskey, Roger, air taxi 2, taxiway Alpha, via Bravo Alpha, avoid the vehicle on taxiway Bravo. Four Paint Tower, southbound approved. Boeing 001 Heavy, what intersection would you like to exit at? Boeing 001 Heavy, Roger, taxi on runway 16 right at Alpha 10, exit runway 16 right at Alpha 1.
Chatter between the crew on the 777X and the tower. You've heard that they've asked to go back to the Everett Delivery Center. The gist of it is the 777X will not fly today because of the winds. Ted Grady, Boeing pilot, is back with us to talk about exactly what happened today. Ted, give us perspective.
We've seen quite a few airplanes landing to the south into the wind, and the requirements for the first flight of the airplane, the 777-9, was to depart to the north. Obviously, there's a significant tailwind with that, and we have a wind limit and also a ceiling and visibility limit. The ceiling picked up, and the viz was better, but the wind was still out of limits. So, first flight's a conservative weather call, and they made the right call. That was determined ahead of time by the pilots and all the engineers and the program leaders what the weather requirements are, and they're obviously sticking to that and to execute a safe program.
So as part of a flight test team, can you give us perspective as to what happens now generally? I know we don't know if it's tomorrow or what days it might be, but what happens when the flight team gets back?
They'll taxi back in, shut down, get towed into the stall. do a walk around, and then they'll debrief the activities of the day, which, they had a few things going on. Maybe they learned some things from taxiing, any unexpected messages that they cleared up, and they got a good amount of data that was sent down to the telemetry room, and they'll look over that, and then the program leadership will make a decision in conjunction with the engineers and pilots on when we'll fly next.
So it's just trying to find that perfect window of when the wind will cooperate, right?
I mean, it's the Pacific Northwest, and we'll fly when the weather allows it.
Absolutely. It comes back to our focus on safety and quality of this aircraft, and we're going to make sure that it's safe when we fly it for the first time.
The airplane's safe and ready to fly when the weather cooperates.
Okay, Ted, thanks for joining us. Thanks to all of you for your patience. You can see a beautiful shot, 777X coming down the taxiway right now.
Absolutely.
They're back taxiing on the runway, and then they're going to just make one turn into the north ramp here, and then they'll taxi in closer to parking and
as
shut
you
down.
can see, and some of us can feel, the wind continues to pick up today, so not a safe day to fly this airplane for the first time. We'll watch it taxi back in a little bit.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your patience. You can check Boeing.com and Boeing social media for updates on progress of the 777X. Thanks to you all.
Thanks.